Society has a gooning problem. Where do we even begin with this? Because this is 100% facts. TMI, I started gooning at like 10. What? Crazy. No. That's bad. And to be honest, I feel like gooning is like biggest addictives ever. Bigger than sugar addiction, drug addiction, gooning addiction. I feel like people really don't understand how bad it is for them. Bro, I need you to put the phone down and lock in with yourself, please. We gotta stop the gooning 2025. This is for the girls too. Y'all be gooning too. You can literally pop a baby out with that nut. For you to just release that nut that can create a literal another person. That's magic, my nigga. Magic. Think about this first for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Why are we just,
what?
To some pixels on the screen. Bad works, bad wounds. Stop it. That's all I'm saying, bro. I just want y'all to think about that for a second. But, nah, I like my rose. Goodness gracious. Society has everyone so fried. Because if you really think about it, you go on Instagram Reels, you go on Twitter, you can't scroll about 10 scrolls without seeing some goon material. It gets pushed so much and it's so bad for people, but like, it's, oh my God, whatever. We're gonna see what this video is talking about. Let's get into it.
It's not often we hear of a situation that's as deranged as the Nautica Malone situation. If you don't know him by name, you might know him as the nude drive-thru dude. Long story short, he pulled up to a drive-thru with no pants on and went viral overnight. And soon after, he tragically self-deleted. Nautica Malone, a 27-year-old Arizona man, had a letter left behind, which was recovered by his wife. The note read, "I apologize. I love you, Queen. I made a mistake, and I don't think I'll be able to face you and the babies. I don't know why I drove through like that. I'm not a monster. I apologize, and I love you forever. If I am in..."
Pause it. We have to pause it real quick because this dude was a father. This dude had a family. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he didn't know how bad this was until this situation happened. And I don't think he really understood what happened until the video got sent everywhere and he got exposed. But he couldn't face the backlash, so he ended his life in GTA 6 in real life. But in GTA 6, he ended his life because of this situation. It's like, all this because he was gooned out. All this because he couldn't control his sexual energy. This is bad, bro.
I am in critical condition. Please pull the plug. To all my friends and family, I love you, and I'm so sorry. I love my kids and my family. Very, very sad situation overall. As I said before, the internet reacted to this situation in a very, very strange way. He became an international meme in countries all across the world, and this situation was marked as the very first goonicide in human history.
The goonicide is crazy.
The definition of gooning is, and as people meme the situation, there's a very real hidden message looming behind the incident about how an over-sexualized society and potentially the corn industry rots the brains of young men and women of all ages all across the globe.
Bro, it does.
Deadass had us wilding out. I was deadass just reminiscing on it. I'm talking.
What were you doing?
Bitmojis, beating our to TikTok profiles.
No, see, gang, that's just you. Never in my life have I ever thought, ooh, that Bitmoji kind of thick. Ooh, that Bitmoji kind of got some. You the type to start gooning the furries. Furry porn. I'd actually rather you goon a furry porn than a Bitmoji. What is up with you?
Beating our in the classroom over Zoom.
What? You? Oh my God! Don't play with me right now. You telling me? No. I refuse. I refuse to believe this. You're telling me during the Zoom class? You telling me this is the only time you thought like, oh, this is the perfect time to get it off? You couldn't wait until the class was over. We got 30 minutes.
I'm talking like go to sleep, not wake up class. Oh my gosh, bro.
Here's where I take the time to transition away from this situation because I actually want to talk about this in another video for a different reason. We can all agree that this situation is 1, insane, 2, very sad, and 3, gooning, self-pleasure, and corn has gone way too far. Now, if you've been on my channel before, there is a very good chance that you've heard me talk about the negative effects of corn, the many pipelines and PG-13 social medias that lead young people down the path, and it simply transports them into creating addictions that take many, many years and sometimes even decades to shake. There are still people who dress up as kids. There are still people who dress.
Now, see, that's something I will never understand. And the fact that there's a fetish for this, the effects gooning has to the brain, just needs to be deep dived. I'm pretty sure there's already deep dives, but like, you know what I mean? Like, people need to realize, y'all gotta, like, you gotta just stop. Can you just stop? Please.
Who dress up as superheroes in a promiscuous way.
Oh my God, because it's going to get to a point where you're gonna end up like that dude that killed himself in GTA 6.
In order to become in the top 1%, let's say the LeBron James of the OnlyFans industry, yo, I gonna have to pull all types of strings to funnel in a new audience to get new people into your pictures of your dirty ass crack. Every single day, I feel like I'm seeing a new trend or a new phenomenon that funnels more people down this rabbit hole of gooning. Allow me to introduce you to this concept called ranked jerk mates.
No, not the ranks.
Let me show you something. 90,766. We are less
Time,
than 10K away
you
from
almost
reaching that
there.
100,000 goal. So please subscribe.
You probably hit it by
Right here,
now.
sub to
You
that
probably hit
too
it by
as
now.
well if you're an amazing human being. Back to ranked jerk mate. So if you're a good, morally correct, you know, good human being who's living a acceptable life, you probably have no idea what jerkmate even is. But luckily, that's not you. I know you do. I know that's not you, all right? I know you know what that is. I know you've been on that site. Basically, it's a site for
yes,
cam
it's a
girls.
real
And if you know
thing.
what that is, cam girl, an internet model, usually a girl next door type, characterized by sporadic to frequent photograph updates via an automatic webcam, generally speaking. Girl who does virtual peep shows via webcam for a living. So that website is a website for those girls, and I don't know how many people are using that site, actually. It does say there are 10.42 million visits in the month of December. That's quite a
Million. No, I don't think I haven't. I've never watched a campsite, bro. That's different. That's a different type of horny. I mean, it's still horny, but it's like, nigga.
quite a lot of people. And if it's not me, then it's not you. One of us is lying, and it's definitely not
That 10 million all me. Okay, you was hitting that refresh button like crazy, huh?
Now, the other day I was scrolling on TikTok and I seen a trend where people were talking about ranked jerkmate, and apparently this is a leaderboard system where the more you use the site, the more you self-pleasure, the higher up on the leaderboards you go.
After making an
Bad
account and logging
goons.
in, you'll be introduced to the jerkmate ranking system. Including being unranked, there are 10 individual ranks to climb through. These include unranked, bronze beater.
Hold on. We gotta go through the
Bronze
ranks. All right? We
beater.
gotta see where we start off and where we
No.
we must play 5 placement matches of ranked jerkmate to receive a rank.
Law, you trying to run ranked duos? Yeah. Yeah, no, you got that, bro. You got that by yourself, yo. You can run a solo squad.
Bronze beater,
Bronze
silver
beater, silver stroker.
stroker, golden gooner, platinum puller, emerald edger, diamond diddler, grand
See, Grand Masturbator and Diamond Diddler. This cannot be real. This can't be a real thing.
Platinum Puller, Emerald Edger, Diamond Diddler, Grandmaster Beta, Challenger Kuma, reserved for the top 1000, and finally, the ultimate rank, Notorious Nutter. A title
Notorious?
only bestowed-
So
Okay.
that is like Prestige Master,
No.
if you're familiar
No.
with Call of Duty or any of these things like that. I don't know, Diamond and Siege.
So with that, I queued up for my first ranked
Opponents?
jerkmate match.
So
Huh?
you go 1v1 in ranked jerk? Is this like a Pokemon battle? Are we going like putting our webcam?
Is this wait, you telling me niggas are putting their webcams on and seeing who can nut the fastest? I'm hitting Notorious Nutter tonight. No. Going nut for nut. Yeah, bro.
Cams up, me versus bro, and then we're just like, so then the question is, how do you even win a battle? Is it the person who finished versus the loser? When you and bro finally hit platinum in ranked duos, if these memes keep going, they're gonna add ranked duos for real. When I'm watching jerkmate ranked World Cup finals and recognize bro veiny furious yo gang, some people do not deserve to be on the internet. Like, why are you allowed? Matter of fact, why were you even born? Why were you on this planet, bro? When me and bro
Facts.
are level 90 on ranked jerkmate and have to 2v10 master prestige players in order to clutch the finals, it was a tie. Can't have an original experience on this app. Finally reached platinum.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, for a couple hours, I low-key thought this was real. All right, but apparently this is one big, large, humongous joke. Everybody is just trolling. But with the way the state of the earth is, and society, and the political, economic state of the
Okay,
world, this
it's
is
better
not
be-
even that
this better be
far-fetched of an
trolls.
idea, bro. And with that thought in mind, one particular comment kind of stood out to me during this time. If these memes keep going, they're gonna add ranked duos for real. Bro is exactly right. There is only a small amount of time until the CEO of the website himself notices, maybe we can get these people trapped. Because what do humans like the most besides gooning? Is gooning plus competition. Who doesn't like a little bit of friendly
competitive
competition? Me,
gooning
myself,
is crazy.
Definitely. Big time competition type person. You put me up against somebody, I'm not losing. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a 1v1 beat off to
Bro, it's like this thing sparked out of nowhere like a couple months ago. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a real thing now.
the death. If I'm participating, I'm gonna win it. I'm just not gonna participate. But if I was participating, I would win it. But all jokes aside, though, I went ahead and did a little extra digging, and I went on their website only to find this right here. What is the meme? Competitive rankings, so with a focus on self-care. We're calling this self-care. Self-care? Brother, this is an addiction. That's like calling heroin usage a massage. A relaxing reset. Self-care? Imagine a world where your wanking skills earn you a top title like a video game leaderboard. Is there
Cut it out. No, we can't, you have to stop pushing this narrative like, oh, it's good. No, the doctor said it's good or some shit. Like, no, bro. If you literally can't stop doing it, you have a problem. You have to first realize that. Okay?
Actually a ranking system on Jerkmate? Nope, not yet at least. But their owner has apparently noticed the buzz and might consider putting such system into place. Why the hell not, right? When the internet hands you viral gold, you've got to milk it for everything it's worth. You hear that?
That's crazy wordage. You didn't have to say it like that.
You know, jokes are going way too far because they are genuinely considering implementing this, and they will be smart to do so as a business. Is it weird? Is it cruel? Is it disgusting? Absolutely it is. How do they even facilitate the rankings? Because then they're gonna have to confirm who wins and who loses. We gotta stop giving these corporations ideas to plot on our very own downfalls, bro. Things are only getting worse. Because seriously, a system with an entire leaderboard and stats and badges
Gold Gooner is disgusting, bro.
Not weird to you? I don't even know what to describe it.
Wondrous wanker.
Except they're literally edgy. If you were to tell some 1950s bloke that we would be addicted to a screen filled with pixels and self-pleasuring as a substitute of reproduction and interacting with real people in the real world, they might take a damn musket and empty it into their. All right, we would not get.
See, and that's the craziest part about it. It gets to the point where people literally just can't interact with anyone anymore. Huh? From pixels on a screen, gang? Really? And then it gets to a point where niggas will literally rather goon than talk to a girl. Or, bro, you want to be a gooner forever? You don't want a family? Come on, bro. You almost 35. Lock in with yourself. And then niggas be still in families. Oh my god, bro. No, bro. Whatever addiction you have, at least for me personally, you gotta crush those addictions before you have kids, because that stuff gets passed down. So that's really my motivation to like lock in with everything. I'm making sure my kids don't have any addictive tendencies, you know, because it starts with your mom and dad. We can really get deep into this. Starts all in the DNA. Not even
know the British are coming. Wait, that is like 200-year difference. Actually, all jokes aside, what happens when a person decides they want to be the very best, like Ash Ketchum, Pokemon style? All right, they got to be number one. I don't know what more I can say. This stuff is weird. It's disgusting. It's weird. It's disgusting. It's weird. It's disgusting. And this meme is on the way to becoming into fruition. And the thing is, there are so many people on the internet right now who don't regard gooning addictions or corn addictions as a real thing. They think it's like some type of propaganda against sex itself.
Corn addiction isn't a real thing. It's a religious shaming technique. Today, I celebrated 7 years ago of sobriety by burning my recovery materials and deleting my accountability apps. I am on my own from now on. Religious shaming technique? What are you talking about?
Like, no, bro. I know plenty of people who are legitimately addicted, and we can find them all over the internet. Okay, so time for confessions, gooners and goonettes.
Not the confessions. No.
The worst place you've gooned. In a porta potty. I need to hear about this. Airport bathroom, public trail, pants down to the ankles. On my shift at a grocery store in the employee bathroom. Found a stall, dropped to my knees, got it out of my system, and went back to work. This could be your coworker right now. They could be pants to the ankles in the bathroom stall on that lunch break. On the toilet at work. Had to cut it short though. And you mean to tell me that these addictions aren't real, buddy? If you
Yeah, see, I'm never using a public bathroom ever again. See, that just means, nah, I'm bringing hand sanitizer everywhere I go, which you should already do. But then I'm also bringing Lysol spray. I'm spraying down everything. Imagine a nigga went to because like, imagine you, not only they go to the bathroom, say they goon in the bathroom, and then they don't wash their hands after. And they also take a shit. And they don't wash their hands. Like, niggas be dirty, but then imagine adding nut particles on top of that. Bro, I'm not dapping up anyone, bro. You get in the head nod and a peace sign, bro. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing, bro.
You have to look at videos and pictures and images of naked people or people's butts or whatever the hell y'all like to watch on work breaks. What other word to describe this as besides addicted? And again, the worst part of it is it's so easily accessible. You don't gotta buy nothing. All you gotta have is good connection, reliable internet. And even if you don't, you could just download a video. One thing I haven't really touched on is the fact that it teaches you to like objectify the people within the video. It makes you look at them like a pawn, a puppet.
To the man in my DMs that said, "I'm sorry to be rude, but you're so beautiful." I said, "Thank you. Why is that rude?" He said, because I'm gonna ask to see your feet.
Huh?
And I feel like it changes your brain
Oh,
to think
God.
of things in like a sexual manner when it's just simply not. There could be a picture
Yeah.
of a woman and motherfuckers in the comment section are on some weird timing.
I'm sure what you've written is fine. Just let me see.
I feel like that's the worst part. That's like the worst part about it is, again, you're just hypersexual over everything. And that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Because, and not only that, then I feel like gooning is the reason there's a whole bunch of weirdos, whole bunch of diddlers, whole bunch of rapists. I feel like gooning is the main cause of that. Because if you really think about it, if you are addicted to gooning, you can't control yourself. If you can't control yourself to the point where like you literally need to, what's the difference? I'm not gonna say what's the difference, but you're willing to do anything, anywhere to get a nut off. That's rapist tendencies, buddy. You're weird. You're weird. You can't control yourself at all. And that's why I want people to really like if you don't stop yourself, it could get worse. I feel like this is how it all starts. Nah, man, you lost me. See, you're not listening. You're not listening at all. We're talking about someone that cannot control themselves. So if they can't control themselves, what are they willing to do? Stop gooning or you will turn into Diddy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me see.
No, don't look. It's not ready.
And like, I know for a fact there are plenty of studies about how the way this negatively affects your brain. It is horrible for the consumer in multiple different reasons. And the thing is, the corn industry itself is extremely exploitative. I definitely got to do more research about it. I did see a video though, I'm going to play about how the industry is very horrible and harmful to the women who participate in it. So there's often like inhumane practices, trafficking involved, and a bunch of like
What? Oh,
unconsensual,
God.
just like weird stuff happening
Nah,
behind the scenes.
Hey guys, we understand that porn is bad because it's a deeply exploitative and dangerous industry that relies on things like sex trafficking and grooming to stay alive, right? We understand
hell
that's why
no.
it's bad, right? We understand it's dangerous because it incredibly often reinforces and worsens things like pedophilia and misogyny. Most people who are working in are literally being exploited because they have to exist under capitalism too.
I have no disagreements with her on the topic
Jeez.
of the mistreatment of the workers themselves, but I don't think that's the only reason why it's bad. I definitely do think it's bad for the people who watch the video as well. Among other reasons, makes you lustful, makes you have unrealistic standards for what a body should look like. It's just so many different things. Like 10-inch BBCs and all that stuff is just not normal.
No,
unless
everyone
you're
need a
me.
BBL.
No, not funny. And for the people who think you can't get addicted to it, bro, there's times where it's like, oh, you gotta do this. Like, you gotta do it at work, where they crave it. They can't wait to go home. They can't wait to watch that new video. And then you gotta watch it more and more and more, and it keeps coming and then you gotta watch weirder and weirder stuff to get off because the normal stuff doesn't appease you anymore. That's how
Nah,
you know when
that's
you're
crazy.
all the way
No,
cooked,
no,
bro.
no,
If you're watching
no.
some crazy, that's one of them.
Niggas will go so far and then start watching Ben 10 corn, bro. Like, no, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, if at least stick to the regular categories. Why are we going to cartoon shit, bro? Like, oh my God.
One of the many signs that you might be lost in the sauce, brother. One thing I do want to learn is the scientific aspects of the situation and why it's harmful for your brain on a chemical level. So let's check out a little bit of research.
Watching porn makes you dumber. No, I'm not exaggerating. This is actually true. Brain scans of frequent porn users show that it causes what's called hypofrontality. Watching porn strengthens your midbrain and makes your prefrontal cortex weaker. In other words, it makes you more compulsive, less able to control your urges, and less able to do all the stuff I mentioned before, like strategizing or planning for the future.
So these people.
You see, unable to if you're not able to control yourself, you have control of yourself, but you have less control over yourself. That's a bad trait to have. Horrible. So I just want people to understand, niggas need to find God and just need to stop. Just stop. But again, like the way, like, you don't even have to be liking that type of stuff and it'll still show up in your feed. It's bad. It's really bad. So I just want people to just be aware of this. So if they ever get that urge or if something pops up, scroll past. You got to run the opposite way. Just run the opposite way. All right. And then as time goes on, just like any other thing, like it's going to go away. It's going to go away.
These people will have like goon caves.
What did I just hear? Hold on. What did I just hear, bro? Does he just say a goon cave? Having a room specifically and only for gooning? No, you have to be locked up. No. You need to be locked up. Excuse me.
caves where they have multiple monitors and they have certain incense, and we're like doing all of this like ritualistic stuff. What we basically are doing when we goon is that we're sort of like increasing this stuff, right? So we're increasing a lot of intensity of stimulation without achieving orgasm. Right? And then gooners will get over here and will edge. And I have a couple concerns about this, because if you maximize your sexual pleasure on your own,
you maximizing with the A, you maximizing
need someone
through
else's sexual pleasure, right? And this is the final screw you from the incel, which is like, I can't have relationships, I don't want relationships, I'm just gonna be by myself. And I honestly kind of get where they're coming from.
Besides like the fact that it destroys your damn dopamine receptors, your stimulation, I don't know, it can low-key turn you into the mindset of an incel. Because why do we need women anymore? I can just watch this every day. Like, actually, what stops somebody from just being in a cave, never interacting with another human being? Because let's face it, if you do this stuff, you probably know how to hit the spots better than anybody else could. You know yourself. So that's an interesting point. It does destroy human connection, low-key. I don't know. I wonder one day if we get to a point where the population completely halts because too many dudes touching the termite. Is it that small? I don't know. I mean, we're already the termite, to the point where there are people donating thousands of dollars to OF creators just to get some text messages. Big thing.
Disgusting, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, do you not see the effects it's having on people, that they're willing to spend their whole life savings, spend millions of dollars just to see a titty? Oh, brother. That shit is disgusting, bro. That shit is disgusting, bro. Oh my God, bro. I'll never be that. I will never ever be this down bad in my life. And you should not want to be too. And if you are one of them, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are a weirdo, but you can change it. You can change it. So please lock in with yourself. Touch some grass and lock in with the Lord.
Big thank you to my top spender, Charlie. And bro spent 400 bands, right? Unless that's hold on. Do not let me zoom in on this and find out this says $4 million, all right? Even 400K is outrageous, but 9 cents, 10 cents, $1, $10, $100.
Is that $4 million? What?
$10,000.
No. Stop.
$100,000.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Charlie. Yo, clearly you upgraded from the chocolate factory and golden tickets, bro. What are you doing, Charlie? Lock in. Charlie, what are we doing? $270,000 on just text messages. Bro, I will text you. I don't care, bro. I will text you, Charlie. You can catch me in a maid
No,
outfit.
you don't want to text Charlie.
Phone, Charlie. Pay me 1/10 of that. You do not have to spend 200.
Oh, and the craziest part about it is, most of the time, people be scamming. It's not even a girl talking to them. They can literally have AI bots talk to these people. And these people are spending thousands of dollars just to talk to an AI bot. That's how depressed, lonely people are and gooned out. Don't let this be you, okay? Please.
$200,000 on some text messages. This is not even them running the account. You're being sold a pipe dream, Charlie. I don't know, bro. Gooning has just gone way too far. From the content itself, from the people watching it, from the memes, from the websites potentially creating ranked leaderboards so people can use the website and become competitive on the site, to the way it affects your brain, the addictions, the people doing this stuff at work, the treatment of the workers themselves, the trafficking, the horrible effects of that said content on the consumer itself, from the dopamine, the lack of touch from a person of the opposite gender. There is literally not a single thing I've heard beneficial from this industry, bro. They're preying on you, and I don't know what more I need to say for you to lock in, bro. Every time you're about to do this stuff, think about your ancestors, your family members that are up in heaven looking down at you like, bro, really, bro? This is real life. People are struggling.
Think about, oh snap, think about, oh my gosh, like, am I the father or mother? This is really for anything, but just like, am I the person that my child can be proud of? Okay, I don't know about, that's some crazy motivation for me. It's like, okay, let's lock in real quick, right? You know what I mean? No, but for real, again, whatever addictions you have, if you don't conquer that shit when you have a child, it's going to get passed down.
Struggling with these addictions, 2025, we're saying no to gooning. Thank you for watching this video. Like if you enjoyed, comment down below what you want to see next. Love you all.
Stop gooning 2025, okay? Can we all stand up? Can we all stand up? Let's all do a pledge. I will stop gooning. Hashtag 2025. I will stop gooning. I will stop gooning. I will stop gooning. Okay, guys, that was the video. If you guys do want to check me out, I'll be live on Twitch, TheKidLaw, and check out my main channel, TheKidLaw. I'll see you on the next video because you already know it's always a viggity vibe on this channel. Stop freaking gooning, please.